Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Grandia 2. I don't know why I said it that way, but that's how it came out. Anyway, we can't get to those buildings, it looks like. I'm guessing that that's just all decoration. How do I get to the pasture? Oh. We don't. At least not yet? I'm just kind of looking at the map because, oh, maybe I... Well, first of all, Heim Library. We haven't been in here. I think I missed the actual exit for it.
Welcome to the library. Here you may read The Holy Light and The Light of Lord Grannis. Each is divided into several volumes, so if you wish to read them in order, start from the left side of the shelf.
Okie dokie. The Holy Light, Book 1. Know that long ago all lived in the light, all knew the love of Grannis, the earth was bountiful and the people's hearts were glad. And so did Valmar find the world. The taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Light and darkness moved to battle by fate ordained, men too prepared for war, their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, fought without ceasing upon the fields of eternity, day yielding not to night. The dead had long ceased to be counted when at length Grannis and Valmar fixed their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. What, did Merrick write this?
Its formal title is The Holy Light.
Quite an inflated title for a dumbed-down version of the original scripture. This was meant to be read by us common folk, right?
Yes, that is right. Have you read it before?
Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, I've heard it all before, though not exactly in this form. The Holy Light, Book 2. Darkness fell before the light. The earth was split asunder, land sunk to sea, and sea vomited land as Valmar's spirit was sealed. Never before have I heard the phrase, sea vomited land. A new moon was hung in the heavens. It is written that when the moon burns in remembrance, so misfortune will soon follow. Thus it portends judgment of the righteous and is called Valmar's moon. For the shadow of the Dark One lies long and heavy. There is much to meditate on within these pages. I'll have to sleep on it, which shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. You should at least be familiar with everything you find boring or difficult to read. Chances are they're all important. He speaks truly. You guys have been hanging around with Roan too much. The Holy Light, Book 3. The darkness stirred even as the seals were set, anxious again to work upon the hearts of men, so strong is its hatred of light. And Grannis set up part of his spirit aside, fashioning the sun to restore the ruined land, and then wounded the light slept. Does not the light of the sun shine even now? Does not the land await the return of its true God? May the light come quickly. Does not Ryudo tire of this? Does not he want to put his fist through this book? May his suffering end quickly.
Which part of it bothers you?
The part that says whoopee for Grannis. Let's run about happily, trailing brightly colored ribbons from our hands.
I guess that cannot be helped. It's that kind of book. But it is sort of one-sided.
So why don't we listen to the other side? I'm interested in what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to be fair. Kind of with Roan on this point, on one hand. Oftentimes, no, you don't need to listen to the other side. The earth is round. Oh no, the earth is flat. No, you really don't need to listen to that other side, that second side. I mean, in this world, the world might be flat, I don't know. But, in our world, no, you don't need to listen to those people. Good people on both sides when it comes to Charlottesville? No, not really. No. The Light of Lord Grannis, Chapter 1. Once upon a time, people were in trouble. There was nothing in the world, and the people kept fighting all the time. That said, within the context of this game, I'm pretty sure the people who follow Valmar are... there's going to be at least something semi-reasonable about their point of view. That's kind of how a lot of these games work. Not all, though, and it could surprise me. One day, a huge light appeared in the sky and began to shine on the earth. The light blessed the earth and told the people to stop fighting. The light was Lord Grannis. The people listened to Lord Grannis and stopped fighting. Then the world became beautiful. Trees grew everywhere, birds sang sweetly, and fish played in the blue seas. Seeds rode the winds, and flowers bloomed all over. The land became a true paradise. The people all praised Lord Grannis and lived happily. This is painful. How many young minds have been totally warped by this bogus story? You have to admit, this is quite a major work. I have never heard it. Which explains why your eyes aren't glazed over like everyone else's. What stories do they tell kids where you're from, Merrick? The sun also rises, and the sun also sets. The rivers run into the sea, and the sea is not full. The rain returns under the heavens. Such is the manner in which our cycles begin. The legends were taught to the young, even as I was instructed while yet a youth. Tree grows, beaver eats tree, tree falls, beaver builds dam, more trees grow. I get it.
Excuse me, does this library have holy scriptures, legends, and fairy tales? Certainly, you may read anything you like here. We only ask that you return the books to their places afterward.
Now and then, it is nice to sit back and enjoy a good read. What do you all think?
I agree completely. I love learning new things. Ryudu, shall we stay here for a while?
The Light of Lord Grannis, Chapter 2. But one day the sky grew cloudy. The daytime became as dark as night, and a heavy rain began to fall. A scary monster came to make traps to catch people who didn't take care of their hearts. These people became monsters. One after another, the monsters began to attack the people who were living happily. Lord Grannis saw what the bad people were doing, and lifted a giant sword to protect the good people from the monsters. Some people had run away when they saw the monsters, but when they saw Lord Grannis fighting, they came back to help. The battle lasted for a long time, and the people who had become monsters did not live through it. To keep any more people from dying, Lord Grannis decided to fight the king of the monsters, whose name was Valmar. Your people burden themselves with dread at a tender age. Your fear of demons and darkness must indeed be great. I wouldn't know. I've never seen a demon.
What are you saying?
You misspeak. What are you talking about?
Miss Millennia.
Miss Millennia. Ah, right. But even if she is the Wings of Valmar, which doesn't make much sense, she's not like the chumps in this story. Alright, looks like that's about it to read here. Yeah. Oh, there's the Pasture Path. Alright.
Squeak-baas!
Gee, aren't these things just disgustingly cute? I mean, they are pretty disgustingly cute.
Squeak-baas! Squeak-baas!
They cry as if they try to relate a message to us. What is it, little Squeak-baas?
Don't eat us. It seems as though the Squeak-baas grows rather quickly. They begin so small, and soon enough they are full-grown. I find it amazing how such little creatures can grow so big.
Of all the great places in the St. Heim Papal State, this is the greatest. Can you feel it?
You're right. The sunshine is so nice and warm, and the breeze is so calm and refreshing.
Yes, aren't they? Nothing can keep this place from having the perfect combination of sunshine and gentle breezes.
Lord Grannis has watched over this place for a long, long time. Such a lovely spot.
I, for one, am fine without some god looming over me and watching my every move. No thanks. Okay, so we have to go up to get there. I think that'll be like the last place that we go. We do not have full camera control. Got a couple buildings down here. Can't go into these buildings. Alright. Looks like that's about it.
See those Squeak-baas over there? Their ancient ancestors used to be clouds, white fluffy clouds that floated in the sky.
That's an interesting story, but tell me, why did the clouds become Squeak-baas?
Long ago, after the battle of good and evil ended, our ancestors were very hungry and cold, so Lord Grannis gave them to us. That's from an old fairy tale that my grandma told me. Isn't it nice? That one is one of my favorites. Ah, what a cute cry. And this wool is so fluffy and warm. Warm and happy.
They are pretty adorable.
The wind turns windmills, and the windmills grind the wheat for our bread, and bread is what keeps us alive. So a sacred wind blows from the St. Heim Mountains, where Lord Grannis had descended, and that wind helps keep us alive.
Grannis took extra good care of this land. The other countries are suffering, though. No wonder you like it so much here, Elena.
Yes, I do, I guess.
You guess, huh? I see no doors in these windmills. How do people get in and out? Oh well. Alright, well, we saw the Squeak-baas. Talk to you. There's, I think, someone else down here that I did not talk to.
I came to this country with my wife. It's such an amazing land, isn't it? I'm happy here, surrounded by lovely mountains. And you wouldn't guess it by my looks. I've even climbed some of those beautiful St. Heim Mountains.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'd never do that. Well, unless my job didn't take me there. I'll do almost anything for some gold. Alright, let's head on back. Now we'll go ahead and stay at the inn now. Got 2 side rooms. Let's check them out. If we can. And we can't. Fair enough.
Welcome. May you be blessed by Lord Grannis.
Let's spend the night.
I wish to thank you all for everything you've done for me.
Hey, you did your fair share too.
It has been quite a pleasure, and quite an adventure as well.
Much remains to be done with all. The wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly.
Thank you so much. I just do not know how to thank you enough, my friends.
It's my job. Don't mention it.
Don't say that, Ryudo.
Excuse me.
Miss Elena, come to the cathedral right now. His Holiness Zera is overjoyed by the news of your arrival.
Right now? In the middle of dinner? I'm not yet ready. Can this not wait?
We shall bring your things later. His Holiness Zera is looking forward to having dinner with you. Please, do not make him wait.
No, I must not do that. Everyone, Ryudo...
Don't spoil the moment, kid. By now, you know what to do. Good luck.
Miss Elena, please take care.
Your kindness is indeed a rare treasure, Elena.
Thank you all for everything you've done. I will not forget you.
Oh, we lost a party member. I'll have to go find someone else to fill that slot then.
Miss Elena, she's gone.
She is, and now we turn to other matters.
Well, our job here is finished. Yeah, the job's done, but I'm feeling a little sad about the whole thing. Go figure. Aww. I can see it. The day of darkness is near. Valmar's moon, too, its vile shadow is growing ever stronger. Valmar is certainly attempting to revive. You must understand this. Listen, Elena, your mission is important, not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed in. Doing this will require all your effort. The power of Lord Granis and the divine sword Granasaber. You must find it no matter what. Fail and the world is doomed.
I understand.
You must succeed in order to remove the darkness within you as well. You must prevail.
I understand. I will not let you down.
Pleasantly surprised. I was kind of expecting him to be all like Sister Celine on her. I've never been one for goodbyes or hellos. Can't help but feel a bit sad when someone like her leaves.
Yes, were Miss Elena with us, we would be able to see the inside of the cathedral.
I presume it interests you.
Yes, Miss Elena often spoke of the confrontation between light and darkness, but I don't quite understand at all.
Light, darkness, Granis, Valmar. Can't tell them apart.
As well, I am not versed in matters of religion.
So we might just find out something there.
Mr. Ryudo, I presume. What is this? I'm busy. Didn't your church drill some manners into you? Or did you just drill through it, or did it just drill through your head? I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for you. I think there may have been a line there that passed incredibly fast, and that wasn't me clicking a button. I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for you. Please come to the cathedral right away. Look, I realize word of my amazing singing voice is spread everywhere, but I'm not interested. His Holiness Zara has a special request. Please bring your companions also. I beg my leave. The Pope has a special request? Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke.
What kind of person is His Holiness Zara? I understand he is said to be the sage who will save the world.
Which isn't nearly as impressive as the sage who will save his breath. This better be quick. Alright, to the cathedral we go. Is there anyone up here that I missed? No. Oh, someone here.
What? You're working at this hour? Are you here to help me clean?
I don't know if we could do this. We've never tried. A little while ago, however, there was someone who would have loved to help you out. To the Granis Cathedral. Oh. I'm impressed. That reminded me of one of the seals there. Oh god, I hope we didn't have to walk all that. Get a gondola in there for crying out loud. It is pretty impressive, I will admit that. Although it looks like something out of Aura Paddle or Dunbine.
Quite remarkable in its proportions. The thoughts of its architect twist and wind, almost palpably through the sculpted stone.
How beautiful. It must have taken forever to build.
You must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness awaits in the audience chamber.
Stop gawking. Move it.
Welcome to Granis Cathedral.
This is the main cathedral of the Granis Church. Wow, it sure is huge. Beautiful, too.
I think you mean huge and pretentious.
Please go on in.
Oh, I can't go up those stairs. Rude. Can't go down there. Go up the stairs. Alright, fine. In we go. So rude. Very shiny floors. I feel like should be reflecting us.
I wonder if I did okay. I think I did well enough. Oh well, I guess I'll have to wait for the results. Oh, Lord Grannis.
Hey, what are you so fidgety about?
I just took my qualification exam for a higher position in the priesthood. I'm worried about whether I'll be accepted.
Priests have to take exams to get promoted? Huh, go figure. For such a religious bunch, sure have some hellacious rules.
If I pass the exam, I'll become one of the high priests. Oh, Lord Grannis, please help me get accepted.
Man, those cathedral knights are really overdoing it. I don't like them.
Well, I didn't know anyone around here felt that way.
Hey, I'm not saying their methods are wrong. The cathedral knights are just overzealous.
I couldn't agree more. Finally, someone I can talk to.
Their zeal will only reduce the number of followers for Lord Grannis. We're trying to increase that number.
Huh? I mean, if extraordinary events like those recent ones are repeated, we'll just keep losing more and more followers, right? Listen, I take back what I said. You weren't worth talking to. Cathedral balcony. This doesn't look like a balcony to me.
The High Priestess Celine, leader of the Cathedral Knights, is a sublime and beautiful person.
She's also got nerves of steel and can coldly take the lives of others in order to fulfill her religious duty, right?
No, you're wrong about her. Celine does everything in service to Lord Grannis. She operates with such pure intentions that people tend to misunderstand her.
Uh-huh. The world has begun to be covered with darkness, but our only salvation is the Church of Grannis. And, why is that?
Only Lord Grannis can battle darkness. He is the only being capable of destroying Valmar.
If you have so much faith in Grannis, then why do all of you fear the Day of Darkness so much?
Me, I'm not afraid, because I know that the Day of Darkness will not come as long as Lord Grannis is with us.
Sure.
Oh, save point. Ahead lies Lord Grannis Cathedral's famous library. You could search the world and never find a library as extensive as this. Please feel free to read the books, but be sure to return them to their proper places afterward.
Yeah, let's get a save, just in case. I mean, it's not as good as the Library of Congress. Holy Book of Grannis, Book 1. Know ye that long before the present age man dwelled amidst the light, and that light was love, and man called the light Grannis. The earth was filled with exceeding bounty, honey and milk issued from its secret founts. Then darkness also issued its seed. The souls of men were as vessels for the bane of light, and man called the darkness Valmar, the tempter, the devourer of souls. And there were those who named the darkness God, and glutted in desire and lust, thence blotting the light from their eyes. And they were not satisfied that the light should anoint the earth, so that those who sided with light moved to oppose them. Their war was a fire consuming the earth, and the skies hung thick with fat and bone. This man called the battle of good and evil. A little different than what I'm used to hearing.
This is a version that Elena and the other followers of Grannis read, so it's not the same as the simplified account.
There's a little more detail in this one. Holy Book of Grannis, Book 2. Misery joined in equal ruin for 6 days and 7 nights, and on the 7th day darkness and light sought a reckoning. The hand of light gripped its blade, great and terrible, and the cloak of darkness was as its shield. Thus were they armed for war. True struck the blade of light, and then darkness was cleaved and was not. Then did the blade pierce even the earth. The seas boiled and were scabrous, and long the land wept. Even so was the earth riven, and its wound man named the Granacliffs. Then did the light move to seal those parts of darkness that yet remained, for in its fall it did not remain whole. Those who had named the darkness God were in like fashion named the people of darkness, and they did hide their faces from heaven. Content in its work, the light blessed the earth, and all was made well. And then, wounded, the light fell in a heavy slumber. The light will burn in our hearts and will not expire, the men swore, for the god of light shall return to claim the earth. And the sword of light, called the divine sword, came to rest with the legion of darkness in remembrance of their betrayal. And there was peace.
The people of darkness.
Something wrong, kid? You're pale.
Nothing at all.
Sure about that? Holy Book of Grannis, Book 3. Yet after this a new moon was hung in the heavens, its face gazing balefully downward upon the earth. It was an ill omen, swollen heavy with foreboding and dread, and it was said that darkness yet had power. And again the souls of men were sifted and tried by the darkness as it sought to bring about the day of its return. This man called the day of darkness, for the light will depart, and the dead shall rise to the throne of judgment. Know ye that this is the last judgment, when all will be weighed and found lacking, and all brought to ruin. The works of man will be brought low, the darkness will set at naught all man's labors in preparation for its terrible rebirth. Know, my brethren, that Valmar is yet at the door. Gird yourselves with light, for our purpose is won. This must not come to pass.
The moon's creation in particular interests me, for I have not before heard the tale told as such.
What do your people say about it?
We do not ponder the making of each grain of sand. They have ever been so as the setting of the sun and the rising of the moon.
What about Grannis and Valmar? You think they had something to do with it?
My eyes do not see them do so. My eyes did not see them do so. Let others believe as they wish to, but I know not the truth behind this.
Holy Annals of the Ages of the Gods, Chapter 1, Golden Dawn Age. Neither darkness nor light split the heavens, but suffering, pain, and the groaning of the earth. The wailing of men, huddled in fearing the storm's wrath, the violence of nature, living in blindness, tooth and steel gnashing the air, lives spent in desperation. Turning in the gyre, an endless throb of misery, and then an uneasy sleep. Life slipping, passing without note, the names of the dead unused, unremembered. Great, now I'm depressed and bored. Maybe it gets better. Holy Annals of the Ages of the Gods, Chapter 2, Silvery White Light Age. The light descended then, and the chaos was bound. The rivers of blood were damned. Their eyes were opened. This the light did. No longer did man war with his brother. This was paradise. The light of peace is Grannis, the god whose praises we sing. Yet there were those who hated the light, who turned their eyes from its measureless love. The light fell upon their backs, casting long shadows on the earth. Darkness was birthed. Valmar, apparently.
Yes, those are the Holy Annals of the Ages of the Gods. They describe the battle between Grannis and Valmar.
In an annoyingly roundabout fashion.
The Holy Book of Grannis is said to have been based upon this text. There's more. Let us keep reading.
Holy Annals of the Ages of the Gods, Chapter 3, Red Twilight Age. Those who followed light warred against those called demons, who likewise named them jailers. For 6 days and nights the earth was torn and turned to coals. Then came the 7th day. The light drew its sword, great and terrible. Darkness drew its cloak about its face. And a day and night were fire and lightning, until each had run the other through. The sword of light pierced the earth, raising the boiling sea, sinking the bursting land. Thus did the darkness fall in 7 pieces, sealed by the followers of light. So, we've had wings, tongue, and eye. Wonder what else we'll have. Into the depths of the earth, then did a new moon rise. Fear struck those who followed light. Still they await the return of darkness. Still the people of darkness conceal themselves in the earth. And still the divine sword rests with the legion of darkness. I can't read this anymore. It's boring, it's stupid, and it's badly written. What the hell is a jailer?
One who would imprison another. An interesting choice of words to describe those who followed Grannis.
I don't understand how you can read this stuff, kid.
Well, I've liked reading these books ever since I was little.
Let's see what's in the other room. Fancy schmancy beds. Alright, but it is about time for us to wrap up the episode. When we come back next time, why don't you go meet the Pope? I think I know what he's going to ask us. But that will be next time. See you then, everyone.